Hey, so today I will be doing a ranking of the top 15 9Muses songs. A little bit of background, I have not listened to K-pop in over 10 years. I believe the last time I listened to K-pop was probably Super Junior. Um, and that was a really long time ago. So how this happened was that I was on YouTube one day and I randomly found this documentary on the experiences of a K-pop trainee, and so I watched it, and I ended up watching it like 5 times in a row. It was very intriguing to me, um, and then so afterwards, I found one of like the ex members, YouTube channels, and she had a video of her reacting to her older music videos. So I watched that, and from that, I became interested into checking out all their music. So at number 15, we have Sleepless Night. It's a well-made song, but for me, the energy, the song is a bit too monotonous. It's not a song that I crave to listen to, that I really want to listen to, but if it comes on during a playlist, I wouldn't mind it. I still enjoy it. Overall, not a bad song. Give it a 6 out of 10. Uh, so number 14 is Hurt Locker. So this is probably one of their more popular songs. It sounds like a song that would play really well in like some European soccer stadium. Um, yeah, I can see how the song would appeal more to the general public, but for me, it's not one of my favorites. I think part of it is because I don't enjoy the chorus as much as I do the rest of the song. For me, the chorus is fairly cliche and doesn't really interest me that much. That being said, the vocals during the verses sound great to me, but the rap part is not. It's not very memorable. That's why I only gave the rap part like a 5 out of 10. Um, let's see. Visual wise, I do like the choreography a lot, especially the part where Minha and then later Sojin they like, come from the back to the front, doing like this weird like penguin jump rope run type thing. That was pretty cool. I like that. But overall, still a pretty decent song. Give it a 7 out of 10. And number 13 is Remember. The first one, not the second one. Um, so this song, I feel like the more I listen to it, the more I like it. Initially, I didn't like this very much because I didn't like the dark tone of the music video. But when I listened to the song in the car, it started growing on me. Um, the only negative thing I could say about the song is that it starts off kind of slow. Like the first verse has this whole acoustic guitar style background music thing going on. Whereas like the second verse, music wise, is a lot stronger, and I kind of wish the first verse did something similar. But I do get the point though. I get the point of the instrumentation style of the first verse. It's like trying to tell a story, and you need an exposition, right? I get it. But I think it would have pulled me in more from the start if the first verse was done a little bit differently. But the vocals for the song, it's fantastic. I give it a rating of a 9 out of 10. It's haunting and it's beautiful at the same time. See the rap. Oh, I ended up giving the rap like a 5 out of 10. I mean, it's cool. Um, but like I'm really used to the clarity of Aaron's raps, so it takes a while for me to get used to the way of Sojin raps, because it's a little hard to hear what she's saying a lot of the times. Overall, though, it's still a very enjoyable song. I give it a 7.5 out of 10. Number 12 is we have Lip to Lip. So this is a pretty good song. I enjoyed the production quite a bit. Overall, I give the production like an 8 out of 10. And also, I really like the vocals during the verse. Um, particularly that like it has a kind of really frantic pacing to the verse, and some really nice variety of melodic arrangements in there as well. Um, the chorus initially I found kind of annoying, to be honest, but over time my brain has gotten used to it, and my opinion is that the chorus and the verse actually fit together very well. Um, Overall, I would guess that this is probably a fairly underrated song. Not many people talk about it when they talk about 9Muses. But for me, it's very enjoyable song, even if it is not the most memorable song. At number 11 is Gun. So, funny thing is, when this song comes on, I quite enjoy it. But when it ends, I can never remember how the song goes, which is why it's not ranked as high as some of the other songs. Um, Production wise, it's great. It's very jazzy. It's got very distinct brass trumpet style sounds that gives the song kind of a grand wild wild west majestic type of feeling to it. Um, the vocal arrangements on this song is quite great as well, and it sounds like the melodies are very unique sounding. Um, I feel like the people who composed this song, it's just like all these songs in the 2013 period that were produced by their producer. It's just really well produced. Like they're all very well composed. Like everything just fits. Like these people really know how to make good music, good cohesive, coherent music. Um, yeah, it sounds fantastic. So next, number 10, we have Drama. So I do like the song, but I don't like how it starts with the rap. I feel like a traditional melodic verse, chorus, rap, chorus might have sounded better for this particular instrumentation. The way that the song starts and then immediately goes into the rap feels quite jarring to me. It's not a very palatable way of starting the song. I feel it's like when you're eating a three-course meal, you start with the appetizers to cleanse your palate, right? But in this case, it's like eating the dessert first. um, yeah, overall though, the song is still pretty good. It's a very stable song. Like the energy is a little sameish throughout, but it kind of works for this song. It's very catchy. Mm. Also, I feel like this is a pretty great way of introducing the new 9Muses lineup that they had in 2015, while at the same time still kind of bridging the gap music wise, it's like stylistically with the music style of the 2013 era. So at number 9, we have Glue. So this song had to grow on me. Initially, when I heard it, I didn't like the intro. Read the comments, say it sounded like Daft Punk. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it sounded like. I did not like. It was very off-putting to me. But once you get past that, the rest of the song is pretty great. Um, it's another song that is very stable. There's not much high or low points in terms of energy. It's kind of the same energy throughout, but it's very well put together. The melody is very catchy. It's very listenable. Production, I gave it a 7 out of 10. Production is okay. It works for the song. It's just not one of my favorites in terms of production style. Let's see. The vocals, yeah, the vocals carried the song. I give the vocals like a 9 out of 10. The rapping, I give Aaron's part like an 8 out of 10. But I give Unji's part like a 5. Uh, yeah, that's all I'll say about that. Visual wise, it's a pretty boring music video. Uh, Not much to say about it. The choreography is decent though. There's some catchy moments in the choreography. Overall, though, I still do quite like the song quite a lot. Give it about an 8.5. Uh, Number 8 is Figaro. So I really enjoy this song quite a bit. If you look at the scores, it's just a solid nines all the way around. The production is once again, that brassy, jazzy trumpet production mixed with some disco vibes. Yeah, I really dig the song. It's very consistent. The melody goes well. Like everything just makes sense. Once again, the group that composed these songs for 9Muses, it's like just very musically inclined people. Like everything that they put together, it just sounds good. Just not much to say about it. The music video, it's pretty decent. It's certainly better than News, and it's better than No Playboy. At number 7, we have Ladies. Ladies, ladies. Man, I love this song. There's no music video for it, but I've like watched all their live performances, and the choreography is just super fun. My favorite moment is when they have Sarah in the center, and they're like all reclined backwards and slowly incline back up during the chorus. Man, I just look so damn good. Um, the song itself, it has a lot of similarities with No Playboy. So what I mean is that the verse section in both songs has very minimal production. Like it's a very basic background track with minimal layers. All you hear is the single layer of background music and then the vocals on top of it, and that's it. There's nothing else in between there's nothing else in between to give it like a fuller sound. But the difference between this and No Playboy is that in Ladies, when the chorus does hit, is when all the layers of sound come back in, and it makes the chorus sound that much grander. Like the contrast between the simplicity of the verse and the high energy, high octane chorus just makes the chorus that much more exciting to listen to. That being said, the song has probably one of the worst like dance breaks I've ever heard. Like the energy just falls flat, and unfortunately, the choreography during this section is not very good. But it's okay. I still love this song. I will still give it a 9 out of 10. Yeah, I have a soft spot in my heart for this song. It's kind of like my guilty pleasure. Um, Number 6, we have Ticket. So when I first heard this, um, it was from watching. I was watching the music video and I hated it because I thought like that signature dance move that they did, and I thought it really looked really stupid. So then I never really bothered to listen to the rest of the song. Um, Later on, though, like when I was listening to the song in the car, is when I realized how genius the composition of this song is. In particular, like the melody of the verse, superb. Like, um, yeah, it really drew me in, and that naturally led into the chorus and made me appreciate the chorus for how well it fit with the melody of the verse. And so eventually, I was able to get over how much I hated the choreography. Um, yeah, so this is another song with the signature brass and trumpets that contributes greatly to the entire atmosphere of the song. Honestly, someone should make like a Korean musical, like a Korean Hamilton or something, and they could use gun, drama, ticket, and dolls, because all these songs stylistically go so well together. Um, Also, the reggae style of rapping is also pretty genius. Like it's one of those things that you wouldn't think it would work for this song, but somehow it works. Absolute genius. Overall, I give it a 9.2. It's a great song. And number 5 is Love City. Yeah, I'm pretty surprised by this. So this song has really grown on me, and if you were to tell me a week ago that this song will be in my top 5, I would not have believed you. But the more and more I listened to this, the more positive things I was able to pick out musically from the song. For example, um, the production quality of this song is just pretty bananas to me, to be honest. Like I've always liked the rap part in this song, but it took me like a dozen listens for me to realize that even though the rap section repeats 3 times, the production each time is different, and it's done in like a genius way. So the first time that the rap is in the song is the introduction to the song, and the production here definitely reflects that with the constant metronome beat that makes perfect sense for the intro. Then the second time they use like this really dark, grungy, distorted basement style production that also serves as kind of like a dance break for the song, and it makes perfect sense where it is in the middle of the song because it gives the song more intensity exactly where it needed it. Lastly, the third rap section is like using this melodic piano type production, which kind of like it's kind of like the calm before the storm, right? Right before the big buildup that leads into that final climatic chorus of the song, and it's perfect in this position as well. And number 4, we have Dolls. So I feel like if I wanted to introduce my parents to 9Muses, I would probably show them this song because yeah, I mean it's just a very safe song that I feel like anybody of any generation of any age would probably like. I feel like, overall the song is pretty timeless. And the choreography, it's simple but still iconic. Like everyone knows the choreography to this. Yeah, I'm not gonna talk that much about it because I feel like everyone already knows the song. They just recently had a comeback reunion show for it. Moving on. Number 3 is Secret. So this is the only non-title track in my top 15. Besides Lady, I guess. Lady is not really a title track either. Um, so this is the B-side to Sleepless Nights. And it's an absolute gem. My gosh, the first time I heard the song, I was going down this rabbit hole of watching 9Muses videos on YouTube. And there was this one video of them performing this song on a radio station. Uh, there's that like beep in the instrumental. There's that beep boop beep boop beep boop sound. Some people don't like it. I fucking love it. The vocals on the song is just out of this planet. This was also the first time that I really actually noticed Kumjo's singing abilities for the first time. I feel like maybe they didn't really utilize her that well in their previous songs, or maybe like the previous songs didn't really show her full potential. But in this song, she went like level 9,000 Super Saiyan. I'm telling you, like her vocals sounded super clean and crisp. And her voice also has this very distinctive tang to it. I'm honestly mad that they didn't make a movie or make a music video to the song. Like whenever I listen to this song, I can just picture in my head like how epic the music video or like the music show performances would look like. Also, don't get me started on how good the rapping is on this song. Like I've never seen a more epic segue into the rapping section than this song. Um, yeah, I mean, and the rap itself is just one of the best I've heard. Come on, man. Aaron is like the goat, the Korean rap goat, like the fucking Korean Little Wayne. All right, number 2 is News. Oh man, this song. I hated the music video when I watched it. I thought it was hot garbage, but the live performance of the song is amazing. That's all. That's pretty much all I watch. Is just live performances of the song. And my favorite performance of the song is when they did that whole fashion show performance. When it came to like Aaron's part, they walked down this runway like it was Eugene, Aaron, and then someone else I can't remember in the front. And that shot of them walking was like the most epic thing I've ever seen. I swear. Like I had to rewind and watch that part 100 times. Just that part alone. But yeah, the choreography of the song is great as well. It had that male backup dancers. It made me wish I was one of the dancers, to be honest. Even if I had to do the splits at the beginning, which I can't do. Musically, I always thought this song was super catchy and amazing. However, it wasn't until I heard the acapella performances, like the acapella versions of the song on YouTube, that I really fell in love with it. So there was two. There was like the rock version where it was like the four of them. And then there's another version of an acapella where had Sarah playing on like a electric keyboard, and then her 9Muses members around her singing the song. It was like these two performances that made me realize just how iconic the set of melodies in this song really are. Like I listened to very little K-pop, so I don't have much to go off of. But I feel like it's hard for me to imagine like that there would exist many melodies in K-pop that is as iconic and timeless as this one. Like off top, maybe only like Brown Eyed Girl's Abracadabra really comes to mind. That is like in the same tier as this one. Overall, yeah. So I give overall for me this song is like a 10.8 out of 10, just perfection. Mwah. Number one. Ah, finally. I want to go to sleep. Number one is none other than Wild. Pretty much every guy's favorite 9Muses song, so it's not really a surprise. It's got one of those intros where as soon as you hear it, it's like, oh yeah, she's about to get real. Production wise, it's pretty interesting. Like it has these obnoxious sirens in the sound, in the back that really goes into overdrive during like the rap sections and the chorus. Now, normally I wouldn't be able to listen to songs like that because it would just give me a headache. I'd be like, yeah, change the fucking song. I don't want to listen to this anymore. But in this case, for some reason, when they put the noisy sirens behind the melodic piano, it somehow works. I don't know how, but I'm able to listen to it, and it sounds great. In terms of the rap, great rap verses from both rappers, and it doesn't miss a beat with the song. The music video is also pretty great. Like I think the music video did a great job because it was able to make the choreography look more epic than it probably actually is. Like when they cut into the catacombs and during the first chorus, I just remember being completely blown away by that scene. But when I watched the choreography in isolation in like a practice video, I was like, it didn't look as crazy. So props to the music video director. That's all on him. So yeah, to me, this would be like 9Muses' magnus opus. I think this is when the group and their company really figured everything out and went balls to the walls. Like, this is also I believe the first music video I watched, other than No Playboy, directly after watching their documentary. And I remember distinctively being in awe at the amount of growth that was shown by the members in between, their debut and when WoW came out. I was like, are these really the same people? Specifically, I was shocked that the rapper Aaron, who was so confident and fearless looking in the Wild music video, is the same Aaron that was like a crime ball of mess from the documentary. But the transformation was just truly mind blowing to me, and I became a fan of them ever since. And that's it. Oh man, that was really tiring. I don't think I've ever done anything like this before. Yo, if you made it all the way to the end, props to you, cause yeah, this shit's fucking tiring, man.